Hello Aries, welcome to Demelo Universe. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the Sun, Moon and Rising sign of Aries. And Aries, this is your weekly reading for the 12th to the 18th of December 2022. Beautiful Aries, let us see what's coming through for you this week. Okay. Ooh, white light. Okay, Aries, this is a powerful week for you, a very spiritual week for you, where you are connecting to a very high frequency, of energy this week. You are really being shifted to your highest self, and in that state, you are being aligned to very high frequency light codes, very high frequency energies. Very spiritual week. And even if some of you are more physically based and not very spiritual, you're going to feel this shift. You might feel a bit maybe dazed, or a little bit like you are very you're not really, how can we say, just a bit like you're zoning out a bit this week from time to time. And that's because you are receiving very high frequency light codes. You're receiving a lot of information from spirit. And you are being wrapped in this divine frequency, in this divine energy this whole week, in order for you to almost be in a cocoon. You're being shielded from all other energies, and you're being wrapped into this high frequency. So you might feel yourself almost want to be in your own space, want to be in your own frequency, okay? You might feel yourself want to just be in your own space, not really engage with many people, because you're just really receiving a lot of information from your higher aspect, from your higher guides. And those of you who are more physically, you might just feel a lot of shifts, a lot of energies around you, and just take time out to rest, take time out to be in your own energy from time to time. Don't fight that prompting to rest. It's important that you don't run away from this beautiful activation. And for those of you who are who really do align with the spiritual aspect, you're really going to feel a huge surge in energy, a huge upgrade in your abilities, and you're just going to feel yourself, that the best way we can say it is wrapped in these, like, just like we see this image, these wings wrapped in this high frequency of energy. This week, you are going through a major transformation, and it requires you to be in the highest frequency of energies to do so. And so that's where you are this week, that's where you are staying this week. So it feels a very, very spiritual week for you. Regardless of if you're spiritual or not, you're going to feel this shift in energies. And whichever way you experience it, it's important that you honor it. 36 becomes a 9, so it's really releasing a lot of the old and cleansing you into new energies of being. And there it is, the rebirth. Yes, a major transformation, a major rebirth, a major energy shift, which requires you to be in the highest frequencies to do so. So you are going to feel the shift where you are just removed from the dense energies, and because of that you might feel the energies a bit more. Okay, whenever we're shifted to a higher frequency, you feel all of the opposing energies even more, because they're more contrasting. So this week, if you are feeling a bit irritable, if you are feeling a bit sensitive, just know it's because you are really shifting to a very high energy. And just ground your energy, set your frequency every morning, meditate, set the tone of your day, remain there, don't be reactive, be aware that this week you're going through a major transformation, and just center your energy, and you will be able to navigate the frequencies quite a bit. But you are shifting to quite a beautiful space, really breaking free of old restrictions and old energies of illusions that no longer serve you really being broken free and dissolving this week. A powerful week of purging for you this week, and you are being held in the highest frequency of light in order for you to purge everything that no longer serves you. Yes, it's the frequency that you're being shifted to is so high that you can no longer deny that which doesn't serve you. You can no longer run away from it or dismiss it. And it's for purpose, because it's time that you fully honor your transformation process and no longer make excuses for it, whether it is relationships that no longer serve you or situations that you have outgrown that you know you should now shift away from. So it's a powerful energy of you really seeing yourself within your clarity, because you're being awarded a frequency of your clarity like never before. And yes, look, it's to bring new beginnings for you. Wow. And we shuffle these cards quite a bit. And these cards keep coming out: the Ace of Wands, Hanged Woman, and the Page of Wands, and the Fool. And the Rebirth. This Death card has come out quite a bit through the readings thus far. Fool card, new beginnings. This is you coming into your new truth, honoring your transformation process. It's time for you to step into your new. You see, here you are being reborn into the new version of you, the new truth of you, the new destiny, your new creations, your new experiences. It's time for the new you in all aspects. And here, Ace of Wands, new doorways opening, new opportunities, which you're happy about, which you're passionate about. These are the flames of your soul, the fires of your soul being rekindled. This is you really finally receiving that which you want, and this beautiful light is shifting you to a space where you can see what's holding you back from honoring this, from receiving this, so you can finally let go. You can finally be the embodiment of the Fool energy, which is to let go and to trust deeply, step out of your comfort zone, step off that cliff, and no matter what other people are saying, no matter what other people want, you're just releasing all of that energy, releasing all the noise, releasing all of that, and just trusting in your truth. Because it's time for you to step out of this Hanged Woman energy. It's time for you to step out of where you're feeling restricted, where you're feeling paused. You've been doing the work in this Hanged Woman energy. You've been doing the work to really align to your truth, to purge and to clear and to release. And so it's time for you to honor the rebirth process in order for you to now finally shift out of this Hanged Woman energy where you're feeling stuck, feeling restricted. Because here you are, the Page of Wands. It's time for you to come into your new beginning, and the Page of Wands here mirrors the Death card. So yes, you're being reborn into your new beginning, into childlike innocence, into you finally. Here the new path, Ace of Wands, here the new paths being awarded to you, the new beautiful experiences being presented to you, and here you are as the Page of Wands, finally ready to now receive it. These new opportunities require you to be the Page of Wands. They require you to be new energy. They require you to be the Fool. They require you to be an innocence. You cannot go into these new paths while you're still the old being, carrying your old baggage, old mindset, old ways of thinking. It can't be. Those old energies, whoever you've been carrying, whatever you've been carrying, can't go with you on these new paths. The Page of Wands is brand new. Look, doesn't even have a backpack. That's how new you are. You have released everything. You're ready now to begin your new experiences, to begin completely anew. And it's time for you to purge and release every single thing that no longer serves you. We can share, Spirit asked us to share something personal for us that happened this weekend, beautiful Aries. And during this beautiful Gemini full moon situation and integration and light codes, excuse us, we're still feeling the energies today. Anyway, so when this weekend we purged, it was an interesting purge. It was a purge of our external drive with all of the old photos. As we have been saying, we are shifting to a whole new frequency of releasing the old identity of us and coming to the truth of us, the soul creation of us, changing our names and everything else in between. And what came through was we are still attached to all these old memories of a being that no longer exists, because who we were as the Sala is no longer here, is no longer present. But we're still holding on to these memories, holding on to these tethers, holding on to these frequencies, which still connect us to the old version of ourselves, old modeling photos, and all these things. And Spirit says it's time for you to cleanse and release all of that. So we literally formatted all of our external drives, all of our images, all of our pictures, and released it. It was quite an interesting feel, because in the beginning, of course, we had a bit of a resistance, and then we released it, and we're like, oh, okay. We finally understand what it means by releasing material things. It's not that you're not allowed to be wealthy, you're not allowed to have possessions. Of course you can. It's releasing that which keeps you tethered to the old, releasing that which you hold as an identifier to you. You know, I was still attached to those old memories, old photos as a part of me, but that's gone, and it doesn't mean it's gone forever. It's in my frequency, but it doesn't. I don't have to carry it with me now in order for me to move on. So of course that's going to manifest in different ways with you, Aries. You don't have to go and cleanse your external hard drive. That's not what we're saying. We're just giving an example of how you might be guided to honoring your transformation process. Wherever you attach to energies which really no longer serve you, you are going to see it with clarity, because you've been taken to such a high frequency that you can no longer not see it. It's as if you're in a dark room and you had a candle so things could still hide in the shadow. Now the sun is shining in that room. Nothing can hide. Nothing can hide from that light. So you can no longer ignore that which you keep honoring, which you keep around, which doesn't serve you. It's really in your face, and it's just everywhere. So you might feel yourself a bit irritable and a bit uncomfortable this week, as you're really open and sensitive, in order for you to really finally see what energies you keep around and how they affect you, and what you need to release in order for you to honor your new beginning. Blessed be.